Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to share with you a clip where me and Jim get into this new promo dragon card. We talk value, we talk price prediction. We really believe this card is going to be super strong, and we get into how the abilities would synergize at the various levels. We reveal, maybe you don't know, but we show what level you're going to get which ability with this card. And guys, this card's amazing, but let's really get into it and unpack why it's amazing and what would be a price prediction for this amazing new Splinterlands card. Thanks so much for your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless. Okay, so let's have a quick peek at that promo card.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't really talk about these ones either. We just said we. So let's talk about the promo card though for a second here. Valuation.
There it is. I like it.
Yeah. So hang on a second. They've sold 500,000 packs of Rift Watchers, and that was the window for which you could get this card, correct?
Yeah.
Therefore, how many possible cards are available? 500,000 divided by 50, right? So there's 10,000 possible cards available.
Yeah.
But some of those, I think 1,000 are going to be gold foil, if I understand, or maybe it's, how many did they say?
I thought it was so like
Could be.
you would get, if you bought 1,000 of them, you would still get the 20 non-foils and then the one gold foil.
Yeah, you're right. So, but rough numbers, it's going to be something like 10,000 copies of this card. Now, how does that compare to other legendary dragons? Let's see. Cards.
Yeah, how many?
Dragon. Legendary. Let's look at a different legendary that's already fully out. Like, well, Chaos Legion's probably... What's the most... Untamed is probably the most comparable because Untamed had how many packs?
Since I do think it's because like it's going to be a promo, I think we could also kind of look the price of what's his name, Dr. Blight.
Yep, I think that's fair. But let's start here and then let's go to that because I think there'll be a price range that we can begin to establish.
All right, but there's no dragon that is like him from Chaos Legion.
No. What about Untamed? Because Untamed was a smaller release of packs. There was 1.5 million packs of this series, and there's 3 million packs of Rift Watchers. So from a supply standpoint, I think these are maybe comparable. Are any of these at all comparable?
Scale Doctor.
Yeah, that's exactly where my eye went too. What about... No, this is more damage focused. Let me see. Yeah. Damage, heal. So she's got like really a lot of support mechanics and a fair bit of damage. And then we go back over here. I mean, Scale Doctor doesn't have the same damage output, but I would argue that he is a superior support monster. So he's in the kind of realm of kind of comparability, I would argue.
Yeah.
And maybe something like Gloridax because the blind is a support function, but this is not. No, I don't like that comparison. I think this is the closest thing on here. Now, so we'll look at Scale Doctor, and I think you're right. Let's look at, but I want to look at promos generally. Legendary, not just
reports as well.
What's that?
Let's just look at all the additions, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Dragons. Magic damage with support functions. Magic damage. Maybe Black Dragon. But not nearly as good, I would argue.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Maybe Diamond Dragon. Nothing feels the same, does it?
Literally just the closest thing is like Scale Doctor and Kitty.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna look. Let's go have a peek at Scale Doctor. And also, I kind of think it's a little... No, it's not close enough. I really think Scale Doctor is the only thing that's remotely like it. Or if you wanted to go just into Dragon, it's not entirely dissimilar from the life from Adelaide, which is... But Adelaide is a life, and life isn't as applicable as a dragon, and therefore the price would be so divergent. But maybe
Yeah.
you would say Adelaide plus 20% or something like that. Maybe 50 plus double. Actually, I would say double or something like that. Let's go have a peek.
Well, we know there's instantly going to be like a lot less of this new one versus Adelaide.
Yes, that's the other thing too. There's gonna be way fewer of the new promo dragon than there will be of Adelaide. So let's look at that one that we scale doctor or whatever. That's the one that's going to be the most similar in terms of the number of units and even kind of the functionality. And so that's going for low buy 34 bucks and high bid 15 bucks. I think that's probably pretty accurate. You know, I would have guessed 20 to 50 bucks. Now, Dr. Blight is going to tell a different story, but Dr. Blight is neutral, and neutrals are more valuable than dragons even. Like in my mind, the most valuable cards in the game are going to be neutrals because they are applicable to everybody, including dragon. Then dragon are applicable to most teams because you're going to be able to partner with, whoever. But neutrals.
It's kind of the same as neutrals.
Pardon?
I said it's kind of the same as neutral. Neutral you can only use with one other color at a time, right? But then it's the same case for dragons.
No, you can use your neutrals with two other colors, right? You can go dragon, fire, neutral all together. And your neutral is not restricted to the fact to the games where dragon summoners are available.
Yeah.
Whereas, of course, every dragon needs a dragon summoner, and therefore the Dr. Blight can be played way more frequently than any dragon monster. So any sort of great neutral monsters are absolutely head and shoulders above the best dragons, but then dragons are head and shoulders above the best other monsters, in my opinion. So Dr. Blight's probably a bridge too far price-wise, but I'm going to say, $50 is certainly reasonable. I would think, I wouldn't be surprised if they launch at like $100 or $80, but then it quickly drops down to like 40 and then pulls back to 50. And maybe it settles in around the 40 mark, making it more expensive than the Scale Doctor. Because I would argue it's better than the Scale Doctor. The Scale Doctor had a lot of interesting sort of support stuff that is really, really a strong card. It really is. But I don't think the Scale Doctor, the damage output on this thing is negligible. It's got an amazing kit, but 3 damage output on this guy. So on this girl, and the Resurrect is so huge, and the Reflection Shield is so appropriate for current day meta.
Yeah.
Do you feel I've talked up Oshuur Constantia adequately, or maybe too much, Jim?
I don't know, but one thing I would say is we definitely need to know her leveling up line, because then that could also change the pricing on her.
So we do know something of it. They during the last live they shared.
I know that they gave the wrong thing, but I just don't know those numbers off the top or exactly how it looked.
Yeah, I have it here. Let's see, who was it? Virus sent it to me. Shout out to Virus. I think he's here today too. So this is it. But this Inspire is obviously going to be the Reflection Shield.
And plus, it's going to have early tank heal.
You think?
Yeah, because they don't usually change the location of the icons on the card. So whatever one is to the farthest to the left, that is the first one that they learn.
Oh.
So and if you go look at the card of the promo card,
okay,
that they show tank heal first.
Okay, that's a different window, so I got to go back over here and
Eye candy.
Yeah. Splinterlands, Eye Candy. So tank, you think it's tank heal, resurrect, reflection shield. Interesting. So then that would mean, if that's accurate, then we go back over here to the other one.
It would also be an eye candy, you could say.
Oh, I don't think it is actually.
I was more so going to say if we look at the other cards, and you could even pull up another card in Splinterlands.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to go Peak Monsters. Dr. Blight has Affliction, Camouflage. Affliction, Camouflage. And over here, let's go actually to, I like this website because you can see all the abilities. So let's go monsters, and then at, Desert Dragons, Trample, Pierce, Retaliate, Death Blow. Trample, Pierce, Retaliate, Death Blow. Where is it? Trample, Pierce, Retaliate, or not Death Blow, Giant Killer. Yeah, so that held true at least there. So I think you're right. I think that's true. Yeah. So it's going to be heal first, and then heal, and then what was the other one?
Resurrect.
And then so resurrect will be silver level. He'll get a tank heal, a bronze or silver. That's really huge. The in my opinion, the most important ability is definitely, and then taunt becomes a real problem in the higher levels. So the fact that it's going to get reflection shield at gold and silver is I think the most appropriate, like best possible layout for that card.
Yeah. So, and if it does keep the stat line of getting the 3rd damage in the final level, so level 4, 2 damage at level 1 with tank heal is phenomenal, right? Then we go to resurrection, 2 damage, tank heal. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see this card being pretty pricey.
Because it's going to be desirable for every low level account and every bronze, every silver.
Exactly. And card prices are instantly higher when something is more sought after in a lower tier.
So I was saying like $40-$50 based on Dr. Blight, based on scale doctors, based on kind of rarity and kind of, but then you said these things around we've helped figure out the order. Do you feel like that changes what number you would imagine?
I could honestly see it being that price point. Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. I mean, it's exciting, man. It's exciting. And I don't think it'll be long before we have it in our hands, because I do think we're going to get the packs sooner than later. Like, I don't know when, but 2 weeks, I think. Probably early October, right, Jim?
Yeah, I thought they were saying they pretty much wanted it by this month. Or it could have been next month. I forget exactly.
Let's see. Crypto Ace is $70 card, I would say, for the new promo dragon. Certainly possible. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out at closer to 100 and then trickles down, because that's what, the supply demand initially. Yeah. Monsieur Caruso says, which ability does the card have on level 1? We talked about tank heal there. Butter says, Rift Watchers pack selling at $3.20.
One thing with comparing its price to Dr. Blight is Dr. Blight is okay early, but he becomes a monster in gold. This thing is just good from the start.
Yeah, tank heal at lower level. Just like take a peek at that, guys. Like, go have a look. Back out a bit. Zoom in a little.
Yeah. Like Affliction Camouflage is decent, but it's not tank heal with death when you don't have any other tank healer.
Look at this in modern. I don't want to look at summoners. That's in modern, as far as tank heal, this is it. Like, is that from a legendary standpoint? Now, if we back away from legendary, like from modern league, these are your tank healers, and add one more but if you want to go even another a step further, resurrect.
You could just put RES.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there's a handful of comparatives out there, a handful, and they're extremely powerful, meta-defining cards. And this card has both of those characteristics at silver level. And it gets better from there, which is crazy, because the fact that it gets better from there with the reflection shield and the 3 damage output tells you that people like me are going to buy 11 of them and then put them together, burning 10 copies forever. And so that's for all those reasons, it is deeply probable even that it would be $50-$60. And I think, 80 or 100 to launch with, I think.